A popular downtown Stuart business will be closing this summer. The owner of Vine and Barley tells us he's likely feeling the impacts of the latest spike in property values, but not necessarily in a good way.
Yeah, and Shannon, he says their landlord increased the price of their rent, and that's what's pushing them out. This is a place they've held for years. WPTV News Channel 5's Megan McRoberts reports from Stuart.
For a glass of beer or wine, Vine and Barley has been a popular downtown Stuart spot for 5 years.
I always wanted to be in downtown Stuart.
That's why Mark Carbone moved his business here, even living in the upstairs loft.
There's not too many places that are as quaint.
All while getting to work with his family and getting involved in the downtown scene, supporting community events.
I like helping the community out.
The Carbones thought the biggest threat to business was COVID.
The C word.
They faced but survived some of the toughest shutdown restrictions, forcing them to lose thousands of dollars in business. But Carbone says he still never missed a rent payment, so he felt good going in to negotiate a new 10-year lease as his 5-year is wrapping up.
Conversation came up, yes, and it went downhill from there.
Carbone says his landlord is increasing rent by about 50%.
And I understand the market is crazy right now. That's part of the problem for a tenant to try to negotiate a lease when the market is up here. Well, the market's not going to be up here in 2 years, 3 years.
He can't take on that kind of spike, especially after a tough year for business.
There are other businesses in downtown I know that are worried when their lease comes up.
But the landlord told me he felt the renegotiation was fair and comparable to other businesses nearby, saying he didn't want to pass up a hot market. The president of the Downtown Stuart Business Association worries what an increase in rent could do for other small businesses.
The problem is when the economy cools down and we don't see this type of spending and the landlord has raised the rent 20, 30, 40, 50%. They typically never lower it, and then you're stuck making less money.
Carbone and his family now making the most of their final months until they close in September. The landlord says he will soon be able to say who is taking this spot and that it will be another family-run business.
We had a great time here. I know that something good's coming. What it is, we'll see.
Megan McRoberts, WPTV News Channel 5.